We back at it with another live stream. Look, we got a lot to discuss, guys. So here's what's on the menu. Eagles OTA breakdown. All right. We're gonna start with the OTAs and we're gonna start with the breakdowns from today's practice. Also Jordan Davis has indeed improved, like we've been talking about. That's what we're hearing. So we're gonna get into that. There's also a new Reddick rule. There's a new I dubbed this the Reddick rule. Okay, there's a new rule. And we're gonna get all into that as well. And then we also have DeAndre Hopkins. Um, he showed Jalen Hurts some love, in a podcast. So we're gonna get into that a little bit too. And then I want to take another look into the depth chart as well. So yeah, man, let's get right into the practice breakdown. Let's see what our guys have been doing, or let's see what the Philadelphia Eagles um put out there for us to see. All right, let's start with the first clips. Okay, we have Smitty running a route. I mean, it's just OTAs. It's just, I look at the OTAs as, I want to look at guys, footwork. I want to look at their mobility and their conditioning. There's Sidney Brown with he's going through the motions. I mean, if I play it in real time so we can get like a better feel of actually um how these guys look a little, in real time. Not bad. Not bad. Smitty. Um Bradbury looks like he's gotten bigger, honestly, in my humble opinion. Bradbury's he looks a little bigger, man. I know he's tall, lanky, but no, he has a little more power to him, honestly. Um and that's kind of like all they really give us. Then you have Jalen Hurts here throwing at AJ Brown. Actually, they may have put something on there on the YouTube. I know I've seen a couple more clips. Philadelphia Eagles. I know I've seen a couple more clips of the practice. So let's see if they posted like a short or something. Okay, here we go. Okay, James Bradbury, Sidney Brown, the rookie. Well, yeah, come on, Philadelphia. Don't tell me that's all you guys gave us. Was those two clips? No way. Oh, that's wild. That's wild. That's wild. um, but yeah, I mean, again, pretty much OTAs. It's voluntary. It's not mandatory. So I mean, if these guys aren't, um, you know, if it's just a little little activities to kind of go through some drills or film studying, or if it's just something really small and not that, I'm cool, and it seems to look that way, because that's all OTAs really are, but training camp is approaching, and with training camp things are going to rev up. It's going to get real. So I'm more excited for that, but it's always good to see these guys. Now moving right, yo, what's up, Yen? So moving right along, Jordan Davis. he's we're I'm hearing Jordan Davis has improved. I don't know. Again, I would have to see it for myself. I'm always that kind of guy to where, I like to see. Um, it says I like to actually see it myself. I don't want to go off something I'm hearing. That's a rumor, but I mean, this is good to hear. And we've discussed this multiple times. I think Jordan Davis, if he takes a next step, um, he could very well be the most impactful player on the defense. But it says Thomas R. Peterson. He pretty much this is what he's saying. This is from his mouth. Jordan Davis has made major progress this offseason, according to people inside the NFL that Greg Cosell has talked to. Oh, so it's Greg Cosell. Davis' role is going to increase a lot leading into year 2. Okay, that's what we like this. That's what I want to hear. I mean, he's a high first round draft pick. People were saying Jordan Davis wasn't really. I wouldn't say that he wasn't going to pan out necessarily, but they were saying he was having a bad year, and he didn't have a bad year at all. I think he can be the most impactful player on our team. If at that nose tackle position, you look at Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald was single-handedly winning games and Super Bowls for the Rams. And you look at Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox is that same kind of disruptive defensive tackle. Now, if Jordan Davis can play nose, which we know he can play defensive tackle, he can play nose tackle. If he develops some kind of pass rush to go along with that pure power, that strength, I think that's the next level for me, honestly. It's for him to have a pass rush. He's way too gifted physically with, his sheer speed and athleticism at 320 pounds at like 6'4", so he has all the tools to be able to pass rush. And if he has a pass rush, I mean, it's going to be ugly, honestly, in my humble opinion. So it's always good that it's really good to hear, that Jordan Davis is excelling and, his, in his growth, and he's progressing along. This should be a really nice year for him with an increased role, with an increased role, then if you stay healthy, if your role increase, you should produce. So I don't want his production to be just because of his increased role. I mean, the more time you have out there, the more opportunities you have to make plays. So I want to actually see improvement, not just based off stats. I want to see some pass rush, some pressure, some hurries from Jordan Davis, if I'm being honest. And to hear, and it's funny because I was speaking about on Jordan Davis my last 2 podcasts, and this one I got a report, and I'm like, cool, that's great to hear, but still I have to see it. I got to see it to believe it. So it's great that, I mean, because he's a first round draft pick. We've drafted him really early, so this is something that we need to see. It's imperative. It's imperative because, again, I'll say it again. If Jordan Davis, if he improves and progresses, and if he has a pass rush, he can be the most important piece to our defense by far. Okay. So this is amazing to hear. I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes and ears open on Jordan Davis because, I mean, he's one of our he's one of our guys. We drafted him really early. Now this one is crazy, man. This one is crazy. This is really crazy. The Hassan Reddick rule. Like, I mean, I dubbed it the Hassan Reddick rule, but that's pretty much what it is. So here's the official document. But before I even get into the official document, I'll try to sum it up from what I've got out, but what I heard initially before I didn't even read this. I didn't even read the official document yet. I'm gonna read it live with you guys. But from what I've seen when the news broke, and I just received the news today, is if you have an emergency quarterback, so you can always have an emergency quarterback, but he won't count as a roster slot. So you can bring an extra guy with you and he won't count as a roster slot. And my initial thoughts was this is really silly because you should already have quarterbacks in place, or you should have your quarterback situation should be always, I know things happen, but if you're constantly every year losing quarterbacks, okay, and you're down to your third string, fourth string quarterbacks, if you're running out of quarterbacks, it's something wrong with your system that's not quarterback friendly. I mean, it's something you're not doing to protect your quarterbacks. Okay, 49ers, it's something you're not doing to protect your quarterbacks. And this is the 49ers. They cried all year about not having a quarterback. I've never listen, I've had no prior experience with 49er fan base. I've had no prior experience with them. But playing them, it's worse than Dallas. And I can't believe I'm saying that. That game, I mean, just their fan base, and it is terrible over there, man. But the players, I never seen players, coaches come out and complain. It makes you look weak and soft. And I mean, it's been all year. It's been all year they've been talking, man. And they finally got a rule, okay? This is definitely the Hassan Reddick rule. Because if you guys know, we all know in the championship game, we knocked out their third string quarterback, Brock Purdy, and they had to go to their fourth string, and we knocked him out. We literally left them without a quarterback. That was a embarrassment how we did the 49ers, and I love every minute of it. But they've been complaining about that ever since. Oh, we didn't have a quarterback. It would be different. I mean, these guys are just a load of baloney, a load of BS, right? So before I get into this official document, I'm going to see who's in here and let's chop it up real quick, man. Jalen Hurts in here. What's up, man? He say, yo, we got Allison. What's up, my guy? Weapon X, what's up, bro? How you feeling, man? Noble says, what's the Hassan Reddick rule? Oh, yeah, well, we're going to touch on that in a second. I dubbed it the Hassan Reddick rule because, I mean, they've been trying. I mean, I feel like what transpired in the championship game led to them making this rule, So I just dubbed it the Hassan Reddick rule. Players developed at their own case. That's what you're saying? I mean, they develop based on a lot of different things, but they have to have the potential to, they have to have it in them. It's like a perfect blend of coaching and a player. So we want that buddy type defense, ferocious. That's facts, Rufus. What's up, bro? How you feeling? Allison says, my favorite pick is Nolan Smith. I agree. Well, he's one of them. He's going to be a fan favorite. Jock, what's the word? I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. I'm good. How y'all feeling, man? We here. Ivan, how's it going, bro? He says Jordan Davis got Super Bowl experience in his first year. Yeah, all of our rookies did, and that helps with your progression. If the more experience they got, our rookies got to play in the playoffs. They know the atmosphere, what it takes to prepare. Championship game, Super Bowl. I mean, they've been doing this since college. They were coming off. N'Kobe Dean and Jordan Davis is coming off a championship game, a national championship win in college, and the following year, their rookie year, a Super Bowl run. I mean, so yeah, these guys they're ready. They're like poised for breakout. Breakout potential is just like waiting, bro, because they got a lot of reps, and these reps are like rare type of reps. They're meaningful because they're in the playoffs. So I agree with you, Ivan, for sure. Jock says the 49ers had to put this rule in. Hey, they cried about it for they cried about it for so long. I mean, in the NFL, I don't know why the NFL would. You have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. You should have enough quarterbacks. Touch says, "What's up, everyone? How's it going, bro?" Trey says protection issues. Oh, for quarterback, all their quarterback was KO. Trey, exactly. I mean, and that's unfortunate, but that's part of NFL. Some teams carry 3 quarterbacks. We carry 3 quarterbacks, if I'm not mistaken. So just carry 3 quarterbacks. You just want an extra roster spot. It's weird, man. That's just an extra roster spot. That's all it is. So it's now a 54-man game day roster. No, if I again, I have to read the official document. I'm gonna read it, and then we're gonna see. Imagine saying Purdy is good. Yo, Myron, what's the word, bro? He says, and talking about how he got hurt, Reddick injured him. Yeah, exactly. It's just again, I was kind of speechless. It's just a weak rule. I mean, I feel like it's pointless. Just have enough quarterbacks. Have enough quarterbacks. Niners fans are real frail. Man, they are noble. They are soft. I think it's more the fans and you kind of, I don't know. You can feed off your fans, and the fans can feed off their players. Okay. Yeah, and if the players like that, the fans they're just as bad. So it's weird, man. That's crazy. Okay, let's get into this rule. If the Niners use to block, yeah, exactly. If the Niners use the tight end to block, or just any kind of some kind of game planning. So what is the rule? What is the rule? You win if you got no QBs. We're gonna get into the rule right now. Okay, I believe this is the official document. So it's 2023 bylaw proposal 1A approved at spring league meetings. So this was approved during the spring league meetings. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is like right before or after the draft or something like that. It's 2023 bylaw proposal 1A. It's an article, this section 17.3 of the Constitution and bylaws to reflect the following new language, underlined, deleted language, and it's different. They kind of just got the original rule and kind of omitted some things out. I don't think this is official. And this is just maybe something quick. I don't know when this is going to go into play, but let's just get into it. 17.3, 1 hour and 30 minutes prior to kickoff, each club is required to establish its active list for the game by notifying the referee of the players on its inactive list for the game. So you have to, an hour and a half before the game, you have to go to the referees with a list of their roster, or just your inactive list. Each club may also designate one emergency third quarterback. Okay, so when you give the refs your inactive list, you have to tell them who your emergency quarterback is as well, and so it doesn't count to the 53-man roster. It doesn't count to the 53-man roster. I think they're going to try to label it as an inactive player that can come in, and it's just an extra player, in my opinion. And I don't know if this guy if you can bring him in to I guess he is only for if you run out of quarterbacks type thing, Okay, where did I leave off? Each club may also designate one emergency third quarterback from its 53 player active/inactive list. If either of the injured quarterbacks is cleared by the medical staff to return to play, the emergency third quarterback must be removed from the game, and it is not permitted to continue to play quarterback or any other position, but it's eligible to return to the game to play quarterback if another emergency third quarterback. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the gist of it, okay? This emergency quarterback, he can only play if all of your quarterbacks are injured and can't go. And if the quarterback, let's say your starting quarterback, both your first string quarterback and your backup quarterback is injured, okay? You go to your emergency quarterback. Now he's gonna be your starter. Now, if your first string or second string quarterback can come back and play, the emergency quarterback has to leave the game. So this dude is only for emergencies. And if one of your injured quarterbacks return to the game, the emergency quarterback, he has to leave. Okay. Like he cannot play if your injured quarterback, comes back and is actually healthy enough to play. So it's just for emergency purposes only. He cannot play another position. The the emergency quarterback cannot play another position. He can only play quarterback if all of your quarterbacks are hurt or can't play or knocked out of the game. Okay. But if one of the first or second string quarterbacks get injured and come back, the emergency quarterback has to leave the game. He has to leave. He can't play another position, and he's not on the active. He's not on the. He doesn't count as as an active member of the roster. I mean, because I don't know if he is. He's just the emergency guy. But I don't know, man. It's weird. I get it. The NFL doesn't want a game to where a NFL team runs out of quarterbacks. That's going to ruin the ratings and all kind of things. So maybe I don't know if that's kind of the play they were going when they created this. But Hassan Reddick knocking out Brock Purdy and leaving a 40 and well, not only did he knock out Brock Purdy, Hassan Reddick knocked out their final quarterback. He knocked out two of their quarterbacks, left them boys without a quarterback. So, it's a rule. Now there's a rule. And if you look at, there was a rule where, they wanted to stop our quarterback sneaks. And they were like, yeah, we have some has to be done. Luckily that did not go through because it was just BS. So I mean, it's like the Philadelphia Eagles, the last year's Philadelphia Eagles team was, I'm talking about, really good, and they're like they're rewriting the the rule book here. The Eagles are rewriting the rule book, man. Yeah, I can understand why it's a rule, but I mean that's what it is. Let's see what you guys feel about this, man. This is wild. Allison says the whiners cry more than Dallas. That they do. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Doc says if the 49ers use the tight end to block, oh yeah, for sure, man. They use the tight end. I mean, I don't think a tight end can block Hassan Reddick. I think it still happens. Kaepernick is available. They ignored that. Kaepernick is available. I mean, the dude's been available for how long? I can't believe they made it a rule. Yeah, that's wild. Allison, that's wild. Touch says, I don't get why that's a rule. Yeah, like just bring another quarterback. I mean, there was the playoffs with Carson Wentz and Josh McCown when we lost to the Seahawks. They knocked out both of our quarterbacks. They knocked out all three of our well, not all three, but we didn't have any quarterbacks. So I can understand it because, okay, when it happens in the playoffs, it kind of ruins the game. Like, what if we had another quarterback? And we had 3 quarterbacks on our roster. We had Carson Wentz. We had Nick. No. We had Carson Wentz, Josh McCown, and was one more. I think we may have only had 2 quarterbacks, but nonetheless, here's what I'm saying. Like, these things happen, when teams just are out of quarterback. So, I guess, yeah, I can see. It's fair because the guy can't play any other position. If you have a quarterback, you can't use him. So I feel like no harm done here. I can see why they would. Would I have done anything about it? No. Keep your quarterbacks healthy. That's part of football. But I can kind of make some kind of sense of it if I had to. But personally, I wouldn't care for this rule. I would not be advocating for emergency quarterback rule. If this what you guys are spending your times on, we need better. I would rather focus on other rules. Okay, like for real, man. like calling the BS holding in a Super Bowl, stuff like that. He said that this is so dumb. It is, man. How can we make sense of it? Touch. If your star QB is healthy, you can't play if your starting QB is healthy, you can't you can't use your emergency quarterback. At any point, you would have to have all of your quarterbacks injured for him to play, type thing. Yeah, but the whole language makes it sound a bit weird and confusing too. Niners are frauds. The Niners are all hype. Yeah, they frauds. Shanahan is really the biggest fraud, honestly. They turned their backs on Trey Lance and then they drafted a first top 5 pick. I think was Trey Lance the first overall quarterback, and they had Garoppolo, who took their team to the Super Bowl and been in championship games. You're moving off of him for a guy. Yeah, their quarterback thing is a mess, and they kind of deserve it. We rewriting the rule book. Let's effing go. What's up, Big Hurt season? Wentz has hot garbage. Wentz was hot garbage. Yeah. But what did you think? It was better. I think the Eagles 2023 run. I think our run was better, man. I think our run was better. All right, moving right along. D-Hop. Okay, D-Hop wants to play for the Philadelphia Eagles, man. D-Hop wants to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not sure if I would actually want. I wouldn't say he want to play for the Eagles, but he did show Jalen Hurts some love. Okay, D-Hop showed Jalen Hurts some love.
Dope quarterbacks that I would love to throw me the ball. The second part of my career, Jalen Hurts. He's Houston kid, your dog Jalen. Dope quarterbacks that I would love.
Okay, so he said Jalen Hurts. He's a guy that he would want to throw him the ball. They're both from Houston. Well, D-Hop played in Houston, so and who wouldn't want to play with Jalen Hurts right now? So I don't know if guys just hopping on a bandwagon or they want jobs or they trying to market themselves or whatever. But how would you guys feel about having a DeAndre Hopkins? I would feel better with a DeAndre Hopkins at 3. Honestly, I would feel good, to be honest with you, with DeAndre Hopkins at 3. Now, I was saying, listen, guys, we don't need another receiver. We're fine. We already have Dallas Goedert, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. You know, so it's like, how do you feed all of these guys? If D Hop is, if he can take a 1 year deal, 2 year deal, maybe I want to say a 1 year veteran minimum. If he would, then oh yeah, I will bring him in for sure. And if he can come in just to try to win a Super Bowl or want a ring chase, I'm down for D Hopkins. Okay. But other than that, if he wants, if he's still trying to show he's the best receiver in the NFL, nah, bro. If you want to come ring chase and help the young receivers, and you know, be that guy in the slot, or you can be, I don't know, you can, I don't know. We'll be able to figure it out for sure. Like, um, so if how we can make that happen, I'm not opposed to it. Now, again, I was always, I was steadfast. So I was firm on my belief that we don't need any more weapons. Okay, we don't need any more weapons. We got too many, you know. But when I look at the receiver group, and I'm gonna touch on the depth chart. I'm gonna touch on the depth chart. If we look at our receivers outside of AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, no, none of these guys. Quez doesn't do it for me. Tyree Cleveland, none of these. What? All of the key is, I mean, you got to prove it, bro, over here. Greg Ward, we know Greg Ward. We love you, Greg Ward. But I mean, Joseph, Charleston Rambo, Brittany Covey, Devon Allen. Yeah, this ain't it. This is not it. If we can replace a Quez, a number 3, with a DeAndre Hopkins for, I mean, vet minimum, something affordable for 1 year. Hey, let's, you know, you want a ring chase? You want to try to get a ring? I mean, you're not gonna get that many, you know. Don't come over here expecting to be the man, because we got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? Now, if they can work that out, I think, you know, I think we'll be fine. I think, man, I'm down with it. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see what y'all saying. Uh, Weapon X, can I get a wrench? Yeah, I got you, bro. I'll give you a wrench right now, bro. I got you. Hold on. I definitely got you, bro. I got you a wrench. Let me see. Who else need a wrench? Uh, yeah, that's probably about it for the wrench. I bet. We're at slot. I mean, I don't know, Brian. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, but like I said, they have to figure it out. One of them can play slot. They could be interchangeable in the slot. AJ Brown could play slot. Uh, you know, I don't know about Smitty, but yeah, put AJ Brown in the slot. Oh my God, AJ Brown in the slot, bro. He said, yeah, he said, no, I don't want D Hop. Yeah, I get it, bro. But if okay, think about, okay, not even D Hop for a second, right? Another elite level receiver, you know, that can get you 800, 900 yards easily, you know, who can easily get you 800, 900 yards easily, who can easily get you 6, 7, 8 touchdowns. Okay, let's exclude D Hop out of that. Think about a number. If we had a number 3 receiver, I mean, because if you look at throughout our whole season, that number 3, Quez Watkins, was killing us in all of our big games or in crunch time. Like, bro, he was killing us, bro. Like, you know, so imagine if we had an upgrade there. I don't think we lose a. I mean, okay, if we had an upgrade there, we win the Super Bowl. And I know we're playing the what if game, but it's impactful. You know, it just goes to show just um how detrimental Quez Watkins was to the team. We seen a Cowboys game. 2 of the interceptions was his fault, and Miles Sanders finished it off with a fumble. So but the 2 interceptions, they were his fault. So if we had a guy, any guy that it doesn't have to be this dude right here, but a younger D-Hop-esque, come on, dog. Come on, man. Like, I don't like games would be over, and games would be over after like halftime. Because we was blowing most teams out. The games was not even close. So it's scary to even think about, honestly. Or maybe Swift is that guy who, can kind of be another option. So maybe not on a receiver. But if we need someone at that 3, or maybe we can, do it by committee with a running back and Dallas Goedert or something like that, but he ain't show Dak love. Nah, they asked about Dak and he was like, I seen that, bro. I seen that. He ain't show Dak no love either. Jared Goff is better than Dak. Yep, Jared Goff is actually pretty good. He played in the Super Bowl. He led a team to a Super Bowl. Jordan Love is probably just as good. Jordan Davis is probably Jordan Love is probably just as good. Cut Quez for real. Yeah, man, because we don't play about trash receivers, bro. I like Rambo and Djax at 3-4, but Hopkins would be tough also. I don't like, you said Djax at 3. Yeah, man. I don't know about Deshaun Jackson coming back, but Rambo, he's not proven. He said that AJ, bruh, you hear me? You hear me, Jock? He said, dang, AJ Devontae D-Hop. Man, I don't know how he's gonna do. I don't know how he's gonna do. But he's gonna wrap this thing up with a nice little bow pretty soon. I don't know what he's gonna do, man, but it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a splash. It may be a receiver. We don't know. That'd be a sneaky little guess. It may be a receiver. It may be another edge, like a defensive end. It may be a linebacker. I would say most important pressing concern will probably be at a linebacker. But he's feels some depth at linebacker. So it'll be nitpicking. So it's hard to kind of see because we don't have really glaring needs. Besides that, linebacker and safety's kind of iffy, but safety, he's just gonna put bodies back there and have them compete for the job or do it by committee or something. Yeah, but you just don't know because we can rock out with our roster and still be good, So, but I think there's another move, and our roster is so talented to where you can't really you got to nitpick to figure out where's the weakness. But I know where it is, but how he can go about his last piece, because we know he's finna grab we know he's finna make another move. He can go receiver. Like, seriously, he can go receiver. It may have one of by far the most explosive offense. He has the cap to do. To get it done as well. That's a added. That confirms it for me. We have nice cap space. We have like 13 million. If I'm not mistaken. So we have a nice amount of cap. So there's no telling what he's going to do. See, yeah, and he may be that number 3. I think he may be the number 3. Honestly, he may be that number 3. And if he's a significant upgrade over Quez, perfect. He may be the perfect number 3. Honestly, bro, I'm glad you said that. He may be the perfect number 3. That that just might be some of these free agent acquisitions may come in here and start and contribute. The Greedy Williams, the linebacker from the Bears. So some of these guys may be plug and play. I'm hoping he's just like that. And if that's the case, if we can get production from these guys, from our free agents, which is a really nothing too special. If these guys can play well, I mean, I don't have any concerns at all. I think we're fine to go. We're ready to go run it back and go win it. If our free agents can produce, we don't need to make any more moves. Then, if how we can be set. But it's one more. It's one more coming, and it'll be. Imagine if it's D-Hop or like that'll be crazy. But I mean, he's just I don't know. I really don't know about D-Hop either. Honestly, we just need we just need an upgrade from for at number 3 for sure. We definitely need an upgrade from that number 3 receiver spot. D-Hop said that because he knows Bird Gang is the truth. Yeah, man, he know. Crazy how Nelson became great in a slot after struggling at wide receiver. You talking about Nelson Aguilar? Yeah, he was a good slot. He kind of panned out for a minute and then flamed out, but he's solid for sure. But I'm not jinxing it. I'm not bringing up Super Bowl winning the Super Bowl, bro. I was too thirsty last year. It's my first year making content. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I was so excited, and it looked perfect up into the last 2 quarters, bro. Like, but I'm not gonna get too excited. I'm gonna just relax, man, for real. What's up, bro? He'll have a little under 1,200. He might have another 1,000. He might get his 1,000. You always talk about Deion Kane. I'm gonna have to go check him out, bro. Swollen City, over for Smith. Wait, what you mean, Allison Dale? I like to see AJ Brown on the slide. Yeah, that'd be nice. I go barely over. Oh, barely over for Smith. I say, yeah, that's a nice range from about 1,100 to between 1,000 to 1,200 is definitely. I can see that for sure. I can see, yeah, I was AJ Brown on the slide. It'd be nice, but he like playing on the outside to get those go balls too. Yeah, you're right, Myron, about that. Keep in mind he had no catches week 1 for real. Corey Davis might be cut from the Jets. And yeah, it's some moves out here to be made. Nobel says I'm a hell of a grease monkey. What, bro? Hell, Devontae wants out of Raiders. You heard Devontae Adams? Nah, I don't know, bro. But that'd be nice. He said, I forgot how to say his name that quick, but hard for the botch it. And yeah, him at 3, yeah, bro, that'll be perfect. Swift better receiver than Quez. Yeah, and that's how they may use Swift, have him in a slot as like a Brian Westbrook type of a player. That'll be dope, man. Swift going to have a big year. I think so too, man. I think he gonna have like 1,500 total. I don't know. I think he'll have a crazy year, bro. I know he gonna have over a K. Devin Allen going to be a returner. I don't know if he even makes the team, bro. Yeah, he's the track guy, Noble. Touch. He had 0 catches week 1, and I was heated, bro. I made a whole video about it. I did the entire. I was so mad he didn't get a catch week 1, bro. I did a whole cut up on it. Like, I watched him every play. I did a cut up of every last route, his whole entire game, to see like why wasn't he getting his stuff, bro. Don't play with Devontae Smith like that, man. I'm gonna always go in. I think it's still on my channel. I was really tight. I was salty. I was on DJ for the postseason. I don't know, man. He can't stay healthy. He can't, bro. His hamstrings and stuff, bro. Yeah, he say let DJs go, y'all. I'll let it go. It hurts, but yeah, Nah, you can't, man. We gotta. You can't. You can't. You can't. I'll probably bring him back. I'll probably bring him back, bro. You can't. It's tough too because we know it didn't end how it should have ended. Then he tried to come back and didn't work out, and it was like, but we still got some. We still got some glimpse of his. It's tough. That was sad, bro. That's our boy. We love that man. He needs to retire in Philly, and this is home for Deshaun Jackson, bro. He's one of the fan favorites. We all love him. We need a linebacker. Yes, we do. We still got time. Drew first to come in there. And Ringo is the only one not signed. Yeah, he'll get signed. But yeah, we do got time, Brian. That's facts, bro. We got time. Safety is a big need. Yeah, safety and linebacker. Uh, how safety a big deal? I mean, nobody's really proven there. It's a bunch of guys. I like Reed Blankenship. But again, I gotta see more of him. But I'm fine with what we have there. We got a lot of pieces. There's a lot of depth. There's a variety. I like our depth there, but I'm still, I'm a little more comfortable about it. Because we lost both of our starting safeties, bro. So it's like it's two new safeties, and it's like, I believe in my guys, but I'm still a little, I'm keeping my eye on that position, and I love Reed Blankenship, bro. I love him, bro. I like dude a lot, bro. And I'm banking on he's gonna be solid. But again, it's just like I don't know. It's one of those positions I'm like, I'm a little worried about, But I think it's a need. I think a linebacker and safety is it's a bit of a concern, bro. DJ means so much to the fans. He wanted Andy to draft him. Man, yeah, man. It's just, bro. I don't know. It's just something about him, bro, and that's part of it for sure. Uh, he said Cardinals should give us Cardinals should give us D Hop for Gannon scandal. Oh man, I agree. Just give us D Hop. He said we need a Sid or a solid number 3. Yeah, man, we need a solid number 3. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. It sounds kind of like I don't know if it was like a racial slur and I laughed at it, but I don't know. I don't know what that really means. I don't know, bro. Bro, Quez is going to shock you and the other haters. No, don't say other haters like I'm a hater. Because before this year, everybody loved Quez Watkins. Everybody loved Quez Watkins, and we still do. So we're no one's hating. We all love Quez Watkins. Literally, we all loved him before this season, and we still do, man. It's just he has to improve. This is this is it for you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has to show something because we've been through this with terrible receivers. And now that we have really great receivers, we know what a good receiver, a great receiver, and bro, we know a receiver that sucks. Quez looking like he might suck, bro. So he got to show us this year. This is it for him after this year, bro. Hopefully he make the team, or don't get traded. But if he's going to have to show a lot of improvement, or he may get traded, or he may not be on the team next year for sure. So it's really critical for him at this juncture in his career, my boy. So he's feeling the heat, and rightfully so, man. That's just a part of the NFL. There's no hate here or anything like that. Like I said, we all love Quez. Don't forget about Rashad Penny if he stays healthy, man. If he stays healthy. You Swift like Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, for real. Yep. Yeah, okay, we're gonna get into the roster. Hold on. We talking about the roster. We're gonna get into the roster. Let's see. We're gonna end this with the roster breakdown. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, he was hurt. He hurt his shoulder. Yep, I know about. Yep, I know, bro. A lot of people don't know he had it. He was going through, and I seen the exact play he hurt his shoulders against the Titans. He laid the boom on somebody on a linebacker that did that kind of who's like trying to twist AJ Brown's ankle, and Quez Watkins lit that man up. He was trying to tackle Quez, and he lowered his shoulder, and then and fast forward to the end of the season, he was saying he hurt his shoulder that Titans game. And I'm like, bro, I know exactly when he hurt his shoulder. So yeah, I understand, bro. I know he's hurt and all of that, dog. I know. Like Quez is my boy. So I'm always rooting for Quez, but at the same time, nah, this is like, bro, this is supposed to be your breakout year. Last year you was, I get it. It was different. It's different. It was different from with new receivers coming in, but we're gonna get into the roster, man. We're gonna get into the roster. He said we. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I know for me personally, I like Quez. I love. To be honest, I want to see Greedy get some playing time. Okay, let's segue into the roster because it's a lot of roster talk. If Justin Evans wasn't injury prone, let's take a deeper dive into the roster because we talking now. We talking. I mean, just offensively, we're perfect. Offensively, I have no questions about our offense, man. It's more so really our linebackers, like N'Kobe Dean, Sean Bradley. I mean, then you got Nicholas Morrow, Christian Ellis, and Davion Taylor. I just see N'Kobe Dean, Hassan Reddick, and Nolan Smith at linebacker. Everybody else are just guys. Okay, for like special teams. So yes, we need something at linebacker. Again, and if you look at safety, I mean Terrell Edmonds started in Pittsburgh last year. Sidney Brown's a rookie. Then you got Reed Blankenship. This would be his first year. Well, he's going into his second year. His rookie year, his first year. But and then Justin Evans. I mean, bro, honestly, these are just guys. I think I see potential. Terrell Edmonds, he's a veteran, so maybe if we can plug him in and just maybe if he's not a liability, but man, this is concerning a bit. The linebackers and safeties. This is kind of a weak. It's kind of a weak point. We have players in place and things like that, but bro, it's kind of sketchy for me. So that's what I'm looking for him to make a move there. And definitely this number 3 receiver position with Alamai Zacchaeus may challenge him for this spot. So that's good depth there. But linebackers and safeties, I'll be honest, it's linebackers and safeties. And tight ends or running backs that get you. If you don't have linebackers and safeties, they'll get you. They'll get you in this league. They'll get you up the middle. I mean, you look at the Super Bowl, running backs and a tight end did a lot of work on us. But I mean, I don't want to get into the Super Bowl. Let's not talk about the Super Bowl. But any player that signed for $1 million are comp bodies, they definitely need an upgrade at safety. Yeah, man. We have the best offense in the NFL. Arguably the best offense in the NFL. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Quez is my guy, but he has to answer when his number is called. Yeah, and he man, bro. That's something he hasn't done. I mean, the Green Bay game, he had a wide open touchdown he caught. In the Colts game, he scored a touchdown. I mean, The Vikings game, he had a wide open touchdown. Green Bay game, he scored a touchdown. So I mean, he could have very well easily had about 700 yards, 800 yards. So we'll see. We'll see for sure. Zach would be six. Would be six. What? What are we talking about? If we can't count on him, if we can't count on him when his number is called, then he got to go. He got to smoke. He got to, bro. And that's unfortunate because I rock with him. I think people forgot Quez was moving forward, then had to take a step back. I mean, bro, it got bad for Quez in critical situations. That's the thing. In critical moments of the games and big games, dude was like, he was like not there, bro. He was like dropping passes and wide open. Like, yeah, it's kind of tough to talk about, you know. It's not that Quez suck. It's just he balls. It's just the balls he dropped were big. Exactly. That's exactly what I said, bro. And that's facts. That's facts. That's facts, bro. That's exactly what I said, bro. And that's what it amplifies it. It makes it more noticeable. But that's when we need players to step up in those situations. If Justin Evans wasn't injury prone, then he would not need we would not need a safety. But because he is, I think we need another. Oh yeah, okay. You think we'll be fine if Justin Evans wasn't injury prone? Possibly. I mean, there's a lot of bodies there, but they all can. I mean, it's a lot to be desired. Yeah, this is last year's contract. He might. I mean, he gotta do something. Quez wasn't a bad man. I remember him getting caught from behind against the Niners in 21. Hey, don't add insult. See, we ain't gonna pile up on Quez, dude. Hey, we not gonna pile up on Quez. That one was like extra, bro. But I remember that. It was Jaqueski Tart who hawked him down too, bro. I'm like, dude, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how you just get caught, Quez? Dang, Quez just got speed. That's it. But even then, he got hawked down. I was like, wow. Then when we signed Jaqueski Tart, I'm like, wait, this the guy who hawked down Quez? I'm like, oh man. The undefeated fumble. That's the perfect that's the perfect name for that. The undefeated fumble. Remember he was splitting time with the other wide receivers before. Uh Hey, no, but that year he was a dog. Quez was making big plays. He was going up and grabbing the ball. I think the additions to the upgrades and receivers, I think that kind of got to his head a little bit, probably. That's why we gave him a game ball, and he's like, yeah, we had new receivers come in, and he still had a diminished role, but he took it well. Ooh, he got a game ball. I forgot which game it was. And so I'm like, that's what we want to see, Quez. And after that, he just been. Maybe it was his injury. Maybe it was his injury, his shoulder injury. But remember, man, Quez. He had some critical drops and fumbles. The Super Bowl one, bro. Quez. Oh, God, man. All the wide receivers had. Nah. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not as many. It's not even about the drops. It's just in critical situations, the drops, the fumble. It's not even the drops. You look at the Cowboys game when Quez didn't fight for the ball on two occasions, and a Cowboys defender just ripped it out of his hand. It was a turnover. So that was really when things was alarming. Okay, that's when people were like, yeah, this dude is trash. I'm like, chill. I'm like, relax. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. We were calling for him. People were done with him after the Dallas game. Okay. I'm like, nah, y'all tripping. Okay. Y'all tripping. The um the Super Bowl drop was horrible, bro. Was horrible, bro. But hey, if y'all in here, make sure you drop a like. That's the stream, man. That's the stream. That's the stream. I'm gonna try to give you guys these every day. But our roster overall, our roster to in a nutshell, I think we're fine. Okay, overall, I give our roster offense. I give our roster an A plus. Defense, I give our roster a B plus, solid B plus, A minus, A minus, A minus for the. I say A minus for the defense, and our offense to get a solid A plus, man. I'll get with you guys. I'll get with you guys. X case with me. I can't, it's sticky with Quez, bro. It's sticky with Quez. I can rant. I can go on and on about Quez. He said, "I'm not making a case, but I'm making a case." You got you got to be neutral too, and you know. But that's how much I rock with Quez, man. You know, that's the thing. So I know we can be real critical here in Philadelphia. So I kind of want you guys to, you know, kind of operate under that same realm as to, okay, yeah, but because I mean, again, Brandon Graham, his first years in Philadelphia was terrible. They were not good. He looked like a bust, and now he comes out of nowhere and just so you gotta be. You said offense A plus, defense B plus. Yeah, okay, yeah. Or I can say, okay, that I can see that, you know. Or I could say offense A, defense A minus. You know, I don't want to really get an offense at A plus because of this. Why I want to get an off. This why I'm skeptical about giving an offense an A plus. No, no one number one. This the I mean our receiver after Quez. I think that's more alarming than anything, you know. And then we have our guard, you know, with Cam Jurgens and Tyler Steen. I mean, I think Cam is going to be nice, but I'm nitpicking here, bro. I'm definitely nitpicking. But I mean, there's really no weakness here on our offense. So A plus, okay, cool. You know, but yeah, I'll be nitpicking trying to find something. Defense, again, the safety position and linebacker position drops them to about a B plus, bro. So I can agree with that. I can agree with that. That's fair. If you said we're winning a Super Bowl if we sign uh Yannick, yeah, we were linked to him a couple years ago or something. He's not in the league now, which is wild, but he might play better with a chip on his shoulder. A lot of teams do, man. A lot of teams do. Uh, a lot of team. I mean, a lot of players. A lot of players do. But yeah, guys, that was the Eagles OTAs. The Eagles OTA breakdown. Jordan Davis improved. The new Hassan Reddick rule, right? Which I dubbed it that. You know, D Hop wants to play for the Eagles, possibly. You know, that's like who knows. Another look through the depth chart. So yeah, last interesting thing with the depth chart. It's funny because you know some of the guys who they have listed as starters. Okay, Sidney Brown is going to come in as a rookie and start over Reed Blankenship. you know. So Kayvon Wallace can win that spot over Terrell Edmonds. These are things on the depth chart. If you look at the running backs, okay, DeAndre Swift is, he's the number one, but a couple days ago it was Rashad Penny. So I don't know how accurate these are. Is or maybe because depth charts, I don't think they come out until like beginning of the season, or something like that. So maybe these a secret indicator of who's winning some of these roster spots or who's ahead of, or maybe not. But I mean, it's always something interesting I like to keep an eye on, and get a better feel for everybody who's on the team and stuff like that. Because the Philadelphia Eagles, they'll be moving stuff around on these depth charts for sure. Like definitely, without a doubt. Wallace is dirt. Wallace is dirt. Cut him. Yeah, it's about that time for him. I mean, he's gotten better, but he can't cover. He hits like he's a solid tackler. He looks bigger than he really is when he puts on his uniform. But if he can get the coverage right, and if he can cover better, I don't know. There's something there. He said let you get a wrench. All right, I got you right now. Hold on, I got you right now. Oh, wait, let me see. That was out. All right, I got you. I got you on a wrench. Uh, how I don't have a wrench, bro. Look, listen, bro. I just started consistently going live, but I'm definitely, yeah. There's no way you shouldn't have one, my boy. But like I just started live streaming, so I'm definitely, we gonna get right. I got y'all. Let's see. All right. Let's settle this once and for all. Over or under 750. Man, he not. If he can get 750 yards and 4 touchdowns, he probably make the team next year. He'll be solid. They'll probably give him something, or he can go to free agency and get more money. Dean and Nolan in a 4-3-3-4. That's all I want to see this year. Yeah, that'll look, man. Yeah, boy, you got Nicole. Look, you got N'Kobe Dean in the middle, okay, and you got Nolan Smith and Hassan Reddick coming off the edge. Boy, listen, Sidney Brown not really a deep safety. Yeah, no, he can be. That's why they drafted him. They didn't know for sure, but in one of his practices or the Senior Bowl, I believe. He was just really playing the scheme that Illinois wanted him to play in. But I think he can play deep safety, bro. He had like 6 interceptions. I think he can play deep safety. I think he can play deep safety. I think he can move to the box. Y'all really got to stop that. We win the Super Bowl. Crap, let's just play the game. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. It's hard to not be excited, But yeah, I'm chilling now because last year I'm like, yeah, let me stop being so thirsty, bro. He said, always tune when you live. Great, I appreciate that, bro. Much love. Uh, he would have competition for reps, yeah, and also, these boys are competing. You know, he said Wallace is cool. Every team needs a thumper. Yeah, man, but it's like I wouldn't mind seeing him not here, but he's one of those locker room guys, uh type thing. So I don't know, man. He just supposed to have been so much more. Yeah, you was, bro. You was. Yeah, you a day one for sure. You a day one for sure. You was in like my first live stream, I think, bro. You was in my very first live stream, bro. Oh god, he was in my first live stream. We chopping it up in that joint. This is going to be some interesting camp battles. Yeah, I can't wait for camp. Defense is going to start slow during the season. Yeah, I think so. I mean, they might jail. I mean, we still have all our core pieces. So, well, not. I mean, yeah, I feel like we have enough veterans on defense to kind of make that transition a bit smoother. You know, and that's the thing about having veterans, man. It'd be little caveats that um they really help with very well with young guys to making players feel welcomed. And it's, bro, Jason Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, man, it's great to have them in a building still. And Jalen Hurts, a lot of our leaders and veterans, I feel like they'll make that transition a bit smoother, or I mean they'll make that process faster as far as the defense. But yeah, the defense, I know the defense going to take time. You're absolutely right about that, bro. I'm not gonna cap. The defense is going to definitely take time. It usually does. uh I remember back in the day, or I don't know, it may still be the same now, but when teams were switched to 3-4 to a 4-3 defense, it'll take like 2 years for them to, they got to get their pieces, and then they got to actually, yeah. So defense takes time, man. Defense definitely takes time. Offense just takes timing. So okay, offense takes timing. Defense it just takes time sometimes. But I think by like game 4, I think we will be on the right path on defense. We're starting to like heat up. We should be for sure. It should take about a month for defense to start heating up. I'm a G. We don't ask for no wrench. Bro. Or just say mod. Desi had less, and he and he works with what he has. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of great things about him. Weapon X, Waters versus Weapon X, Waters versus Dawkins. Who you got? And make a video showcasing both their talents. Waters versus Dawkins. Who is Waters? Rambo is going to compete. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see who's going to compete for that spot. And let me get up out of here, man. I'll be on here talking all day. Love you.